say then that we kind of agree that we want to see them do a little bit more.
I want more aggressive. The problem is the fact that they tried. I mean, if you remember the first week, they tried to like bomb a compound in Roshok and got completely wiped from Tempest.
Oh yeah,
with Pixel doing quite some work, but it's still
they
like
had the same duel there in the late game as well, fighting Tempest.
yeah, but it's the fact that if you start with the first week with going that aggressive, and then you might be, you know, it's almost like. It's called something in sports. It's called like yips. Like it's baseball players get it a lot. Like if you throw a pitch and you fail, like he does a home run on you in like a really big knockoff game. The next time, like and I mean they need to be at least on top of the the peak of the fight should be at least at like 15-20 seconds.
Right.
Then
that's when you're trying to close.
Yeah, and then it might like be a bit longer in terms of ending. That's a great spray, by the way.
And that's a dangerous position because he's going to secure himself that kill, and now he can just start picking people off, and no one's really shooting at him. This is just a gun range at this point. Is he getting help from somewhere?
It's a turkey shoot. Yeah, he's got the entire team here from 3 Danes. They're right there, like on the hilltop. Let's see if this grenade goes all the way through. It's a good pitch.
Oof, almost.
He cooked it. He quicked it before he threw it, so it didn't bounce enough. He should have just thrown it normally.
Well, yeah, Sparking securing 3 kills there. That's amazing. And Issei already. I mean, they're basically out now.
Yep, down to 1 player, and he is on the opposite side of that road. He's just going to hightail it out of there. They've actually spotted him too, so they're taking shots towards him as well. And yeah, they're going to be down to 1 man, and that's not really going to mean that they're going to be very long for this world.
No. To be fair, their highest placed games are when they die early.
Because then they just snake it out, right? Let everyone else fight.
They have like 1 snake to like the top 4. That's the games they've been to the top placing. So this 3,000 IQ.
Yeah, this is like some 5D chess going on.
Arguably, though, it's harder to do on this map than on Miramar, right? So we'll see how long that lasts. No.
I'll be so excited if this circle or if the zone ends up on an island.
If it shifts south. There.
Yeah. If it keeps last season as well, like
he's a brave man.
It's always him who has to scout if anyone else is on the island, and it's always him who gets runs down by 3 people. Well, this is a great start though for Tempest. Klib, he gets the knock on Magebane, and they're going in for it. Magebane killed by Wookiee. He's backing up his talk here.
Yeah, I'm curious now to see, are we actually going to have Smiley Face try and commit to this fight? Do fire towards any of the peaking points potentially? Grenades going on in. They're not taking any chances. And now, finally, the assault squad moves in. Now, you still have that cover from Wookiee, but yeah, valiant attempt there. Not going to be able to do much at the end of the day, sadly. Tomil actually the one to knock down Klib, funnily enough. So, but they make that recovery, obviously. And yeah, good show there from Tempest.
Yeah. The thing is if he gets knocked, they don't usually you can take your time. Like if he's safe, I'm safe. It's my first knock. You can keep on fighting for like a minute before I need to get rest. But this is his second knock, and now he needs to now they need to get him, and that means that there are only 2 people in the fight once one get knocked. So
true.
Yeah, that's a good point. The bleed out time.
Yeah, it's
it really racks up or it stacks up quickly. Down by this compound though. Bit of a fight now between 3 Danes, 1 Brazilian, who have moved all the way down towards the south across these fields.
Yeah.
And the Ents also moving up now towards the crest of this hill. Have spotted them out a little bit. Still 16 teams, 57 players left standing. Granite have made their rotation over round where they had a great position. They were very comfortable, but then they waited a little bit too long, and then all of a sudden you've got like 6 teams on all sides.
Yeah.
So just need to be aware here for Granite. Maybe it's better to pick a side and then move in that area instead of staying in the middle.
That's perfect.
The thing is that they do have a compound there, right? I believe where they're staying right now. So on the other side, I mean, they have 1 guy in the shack on the other side of the road, and then they have the compound.
Yeah, they have that workshop, right? Okay.
So I mean, they are kind of safe now, but I understand your sentiment because it's like you said, it's the workshop compound with a lot of windows, so it's pretty easy to get the knocks on people and then just bomb it. But now we see, I mean, we see Tempest just bombing towards the gas station.
Yeah, they're just going for it. Monster right away. I mean, they're just crashing into the wall, and they're all going to die right away. Didn't they know that there's going to be a team here? Perhaps not. Klib all alone now, and Ents, they're just third-partying away from all the way over there. And Wookiee, he's like, no, guys, I'm going around. But Sparking, he's already on the road. Wookiee has to be careful. Well, Clib is making some work happen, though.
Yeah, grabs himself one, but speaking of Wookie Bookie, I mean, he was rotating past Smiley Face. He might even have jumped out there, so looks as if he's going to walk straight into them. I mean, looking at the minimap, they're right on top of each other, man.
Yeah, he's just hiding there just below the rocks, I believe.
Okay, yeah, he must have dropped down, because there's no way Smiley Face would leave him.
Yeah, no, they're looking for him.
Yeah, you can see it right there. No HP.
He's a sitting duck.
Beam is going to finish him off. That means they're down to only one player left, and yeah, so not a good game at all here for Tempest. And Smiley Face now, this is a good opportunity for them, to maybe even find themselves into that first place finish now with the arguably strongest team so far, pretty much out of the picture.
Yeah, I'm looking. What happened to Hakapelitos here?
They're somewhat spread out. They've lost one player, I think. Can't actually really see them on the map right now.
Oh, that they are far west.
Yeah,
there
far west.
Yeah. I was wondering, like, they didn't die for sure. We would have noticed.
Nah, they took the west side, but the zone kept shifting like east, so they've been having a hard time rotating in. But yeah, I mean, Eyeballers staying pretty safe in their compound. Ents is taking the mountain above them. A lot of good rotations coming in there. I think it's Reine who's next to Ents as well.
Oh, I think also, if you look here, is it... Sorry, is it Clueless who are jumping in here?
Yeah, Clueless and Word Team who's actually fighting for this compound, and yeah, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
And the funny thing is, Hakka is behind here, so like, if we start seeing some fighting and people start dying, well, that's Hakka's time to just jump in and clean up. So you have to be careful of this, and this is quite the important team fight.
It certainly is, Alex. They very well could. One man down already in Surfy, but Word Team have failed to actually get any of those initial knocks on that first contact phase. Which is obviously very important, right? Because you have the enemy disembarking from their vehicles and stuff like that, a little bit disoriented. So you do have a pretty big advantage that you could capitalize on. But because they were somewhat split, with Surfy further away in that barn building and the rest of the team over towards the second building, they weren't really in a position to help each other. And now the zone moves on in, simultaneously Hakapelitas moving forward, Patrick with a very fast knock and kill. Yeah, this is looking pretty messy. Trico is also there hanging out, so he could definitely provide some fire support, but I mean, Patrick is down at least in the zone.
I'm not a huge fan of Hakka's move, though, because, I mean, they're still continuously in the zone. Patrick got knocked, and they were attacking, one of the defending teams, but... I mean, how are they going to enter the buildings and try to clean up? Because they're still clueless here.
I think that's the big one, really, here. The fact that clueless are sort of the opposite end of this vice. I don't think Hakapelitas are fully aware that it is indeed clueless, like with so many players left. But so far, Trico is still there. He's still a threat. Gets himself another knock, and clueless. They still hear that there's gunfire continuously, so they're going to stick around in this general area. And that's actually Hakapelitas going out in 16th place, guys.
Yeah. I mean, right now, Smiley Face, considering how Tempest were kind of starting to struggle a bit, I mean, they're so happy to see this. I mean, Hackout, this is one of your biggest opponents right now.
It certainly is, and zone shifting once again. I mean, you don't get a lot of time at this stage, right? It's moving very quickly.
It's going to be tough. I mean... Most of Clueless actually bail on
buildings, which I think you were criticizing that last season, because then like if you have two players on the west side and two players on the east side, it's very easy for the guys closer to the ridge line to get broken into, right?
Yeah, I mean early on you can have it just for the information gathering, and not that many teams are gonna bomb that compound if they know there's people there. In like the second and third. But what I criticized was the fact that they didn't move at all, even in the later stages when it's so condensed and basically people with no option are just going to punish you.
They're going to take what they can, right?
Yeah, because you're going to get into a 1v4 situation instead of with... I mean, some cover, but not that much, and you're just dead.
It's more so about that you can't really get support from your teammates, right?
No, exactly. And it's so hard. I don't know, but now YMCA actually gets knocked, and Clueless is actually getting the first one. And, I mean, Flowy is just coming in here from behind as well.
Oh, Flamey, that's a big one to get. Wants to secure those kills, but you have to watch out because Sampila right next to him, going to find Flamey and kill him. But here comes the rest of Clueless. The only one kind of messing up everything here is Flowly, but look at that. Sampila just going nuts. Gets NHS right away. And now Rip has to be careful. Purdy Curdy is taken out by Flowy. Rip all alone. And here comes, sorry, I keep forgetting their names, but Reina.
Yeah, they're here with a full squad. Excellent performance from Sampila with a GPMG, but I don't know if it's going to be enough now. I mean, he's trapped in this wall of smokes. Grenades are going to be coming on in his way. Yeah, already there. Takes damage from it. Your makers die in the backlines. I mean, they know exactly where Sampila is. I think Reina, they shouldn't let him leave with his life.
Yeah, Riff is taking fire as well from Is it Who Are You from down below at the fair pier?
I don't
Think
know
so.
if they have that. There's a good chance that we do have teams just loitering over towards the south and southeast sides. And if they get collapsed into, as they're sort of forced further north, they're going to find themselves walking into like a wall of lead coming in from the compound, but they're also going to have their backs up against the wall as they're getting pushed. So they need to move quickly. Now, fighting over towards the southwest, we do see Who Are You trying to make their way in, but this rotation is simply way too late. The wall of smoke's not going to do much. Already lost one man. Grenades come on in. Pretty damn solid. And Rehena doing a good job here and just keeping them out of the zone.
Yeah, they've been holding this position quite well, and it's so good to just stay here, get the information, and then just pounce when you need to, because you can't see that well when you're running in. And I mean, with the zone just pushing in slowly, and with this the amount of damage it does, it's gonna be so hard for them to get in.
Oh, look at this as well. We do see the Norwegians coming in there with Simsy and his squad from the north. They've heard all of this action. They want a piece of this cake.
They do. I really like the fact that Rhino didn't take that frag earlier and got that great position, but now they have to be careful. At the same time, though, Tempest getting completely attacked here by Smiley. But look at that clip with a double, and that's Smiley out.
Oh my god. Yellow actually shot his teammate. They lined themselves up accidentally. That is a huge, huge mistake. And, I mean, it cost them the game.
Yeah, he's cursing right now for sure.
Yeah, I'd be pretty mad. But moving forward, eyeballers from their compound towards the north, overwatching all of this in game fray now. As they were shifting in, slowing things down a little bit. Are they going to let Rehena E-Game Stars just run past them? Simsy now takes the first shots using the AK. Remember, recoil is damn hard, but Dupsig does manage to swing that one back. So big equalizer comes in. If they can pick Nookie back up, they're going to be in good shape. Yes, they can, because they're in the safety of the zone. And you can actually see the rest of the team somewhat slow to come in there for the follow-up. Anonymous, no problem whatsoever. Spoof's going to go down.
Yeah. Well, that zone is going to get straight onto the compound. At the same time, though, Granite now, just as Spoof is getting cleaned up, is going to come from behind here. And the question is, how ready are Reyna for this?
Yeah.
Great decision making. They need to go really fast. Once again, like we've talked about, they need to clean this up fast so that they can take position, because they're gonna have ends to fight with afterwards.
Oh,
he shoots at the shot. Yeah, Misa finds Samurai, gets that first knock and finish as well.
Yeah, remember now, because Kluba actually made the mistake of firing a little bit preemptively. They know where he is, and you can see, yeah, they're tracking over towards him. They knock him down. Simultaneously, Wes comes on in, and he's at least going to be able to get the knock and kill secure there over towards Dupsig, but it's down to a 1v4 and a 1v3, pardon me, but it's just going to be the end-all be-all of that team. And once again, Granite Gaming failing to deliver. Tempest going out in 7th place, as well as Clib finally dies. But, I mean, in contrast, he actually did put up a pretty good fight.
Yeah, but like in a boss fight, here comes phase 3 with they're gonna have to heal up, loot, and then now they're gonna have to fight a fully kitted Ents who's just been staying here and just waiting for someone to try and take this hill. And I mean, it's going to be such a condensed piece of.
You don't want to go in and just go for it.
No, that's a really good point, Alex. The points cutoff is pretty brutal, just by 1 or 2 placements.
Right.
First contact though is going to come forward as Ents do spot out the other Finnish team in Rehena E-Game Stars. Both teams cut one man short, but Misa's going to get the first one. Playing this AUG.
Oh, he's running so open though. This is going to be hard for him
to
actually get into
they
position.
Lose Nookie as well. He gets knocked down there by Rustanmar, so that's a really good trade for him. As you said, moving out in the open. Does not manage to get that knock, but instead Anonymous is going to be the one to pick up that one. However, it's so important for him to try and move quickly, but he cannot. He gets knocked down, and that leaves that Anonymous as the only player left for them now.
As well as Diggory, though. He's the only one left for Ents. It's a one-on-one right now as he's picking up Tixer. Looks like he's going to get away with it, while Anonymous is not trying for it. So it's going to be a 2-on-1. Diggory, though, quite low, and Tixer as well. He's right next to the zone.
Ooh, so close.
Anonymous is going for the kill. I like that. And now, even though it's a 1-on-2, he has the HE. He could go for this.
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good understanding of where they are. Molotov is going to go out first. A little bit of a short throw. But he needs to really make his move. Remember, Zone is going to be forcing him forward. He's going to start moving very quickly. Oh, he's trying to do it, but no, sir. Not going to be able to transfer quickly enough. And Rehena go out in 4th place. Great recovery from Ents, but very nice moment there individually, I have to say, from Rehena.
But good luck for...
They've netted themselves a good kill score this time.
Yeah, they're actually going by car here. Can they actually make it in?
I feel as if it's not going to really happen.
No, they're just crazy.
Yeah.
I would have actually liked to see them try to find the solo somewhere, maybe go on like a hunting mission or something. Intense has to wait though. Like he doesn't need to go into this compound. He should just hide somewhere. I mean, Ens, they're kind of just letting themselves get killed. Honey now, he's just gonna go out here and look for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think he tried to go for it when he heard the shots to try to go in the cover of fights, but yeah, Hani had full control over him. Yeah, gets it, no problem. Ens gets a well-deserved second place, and I mean, unless I mean, we've seen eyeballers fighting compounds before, haven't we? We saw how that went.
We certainly have, man. Oh well, this is. Honestly, like, been a little bit of a slower game on average, I would say. One moment in this game that I was a little bit floundered by was the fact that we didn't actually see Granite push towards the compound, and that they instead decided to go around.
Ooh, I like that.
Shouldn't be able to do too much, and well, he gets one knocked there towards the end. But Eyeballers with a win, 7-kill game. Ends coming in on second place, so that's another top 5 for them. So in terms of